Centuries ago, Ra, the mighty god of the sun, ruled over the most advanced of peoples. Egypt was the jewel of the world. But in time, a new pantheon of 9 gods arose, seeking to take from Ra what was rightfully his. The combined power of the Ennead was too much for even the god of the sun himself. Centuries passed, and both Ra and the Ennead were lost to history as mere mythology. But those with ill will in their hearts will always feel the draw of the relics of the Ennead. They will become a new Ennead, reborn to make their mark on the world once more. But one man, true of heart, has been drawn to the resting place of the staff of Ra. If he proves strong enough, he will take up the mantle, and with the heroes of this age, this new Ra will bring about an end to the Ennead's new reign. Will you save the world, or will the Ennead gain utter control once again? The truth will be known with the reappearance of the Infernal Relics.
Oh boy, people. It's a good night tonight, guys. It's Infernal Relics night. John, can you hear me? Are you there?
I'm here.
Wonderful.
Welcome to the desert.
Are you guys ready? Are you ready? Would you like to know what coming soon is? Because I got a date for you. Yeah, that's right.
Date.
I got a hot date. That's right. It is an official date. So what did we say? John, back when we released Rook City, what did we say about dates?
We said they are dried fruit.
And I believe we said something along the lines of that we would not be talking about a date until we were absolutely sure.
That's right.
That is what we said.
If we said, we're shooting for a month, like June, and then June 30th came by, people would freak out because they wouldn't really understand that it's actually not. We're not saying it's going to be out in June. It's going to be out around June. That's our plan.
Exactly.
So we didn't do that.
So we waited, and we waited, and we waited some more. And now we can officially and finally reveal to you that Infernal Relics for Steam and Android will be available this coming Monday, July 6th, 2015. And if Apple gets their act together and approves it, it'll also be available for iPad that day. But again, it'll work the same way it worked for Rook City, which is that it'll come out on that day. It'll come out on that day for all of the platforms that we can completely control it. And if Apple gets their act together, it'll come out then. But promos will not be out until... Variants. Thank you, John. Will not be out until the following... release comes out, which is the iOS. So if iOS is ready on Monday, then everything is great. If not, we're going to hold the variants in the Steam and the other the Android versions so that everyone can work together to discover them, similar to the way that it worked in with Rook City. And as you all know, of course, the variant unlock procedure is basically 1 month from July 6th. We will release the codes so that you can unlock them for free if you want. But until then, it's going to be a fun community togetherness project to figure out how to get those unlocked.
Well, 1 month from whenever the variants come out.
Right, yeah, exactly right. 1 month from the variant unlocks. So yeah. Now, as also with the Infernal or with the Rook City trailer release night on the stream, we will play it again. We understand that a lot of people weren't necessarily here right up front. So we will play it again at the end of the stream, and it'll probably go up on YouTube in the next couple of days. So if you want to watch it over and 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 over, you certainly can do that. So, I do not want to hear about your toilet burb. My goodness. What happened in the stream? So yeah, that's it, guys. Infernal Relics, it's going to be here. And as you all know, the other thing we're working on outside of Infernal Relics is multiplayer. So we're going to do multiplayer tonight. Jeremy's going to remember not to quit out for no good reason.
Yes.
And I'm also...
if you have to quit out, you could tell me first.
Yeah, I'll tell you first. And I'm also, by the way, Not going to play any of the new heroes that I'm not any good at. Thank you, chat room. Yeah, I read the chat the next morning.
Jeremy has hurt feelings.
I know what you guys were saying about me. So I'm going to stick with characters that I know I'm really good at, like Tachyon, who I kick all kinds of booty as, despite what you people seem to think.
Yeah, and so now that we're wrapping up Infernal Relics, the multiplayer you'll be seeing a lot more improvements week to week. So we've been just so head down on making sure that that the expansion pack is done. We wanted to make sure that we weren't getting sort of splitting our efforts. And now that Infernal Relics is going to come out, we'll be sort of full steam ahead with the whole team focused on nothing but multiplayer, which should be pretty awesome. So there's a question: who did the voiceover in the trailer?
All right, so that was done by Voice Galaxy Productions, a good buddy of mine here in Cleveland. His name is Dan Zulo. He actually has done voiceover work for us for years. He did probably half the presidential voices in Uncle Slam, our game beforehand, and also he was the voice of Baron Blade. So he's quite versatile, and he's awesome. I actually did the first run-through of the voiceover, and we thought there was an outside chance we might be able to make it work with me doing a voiceover and then sort of pitching it down in post.
It didn't sound cool enough.
It didn't sound cool enough, so I went back to my guy who does it professionally. I had him do it, and frankly, it was the right choice. It's much, much, much better this way. So,
yes, if you need voice done for your productions, contact Voice Galaxy.
Yeah, voicegalaxy.com, I believe it is. I did not do this.
That's not it. It's someone else.
If you look up Voice Galaxy Productions, you'll find him. His name is Dan Zulo, and he's awesome. He does all sorts of voiceover work for all kinds of things, and he's incredibly versatile. And if he can't do it himself, he tends to have people that can. So like I said, he did about half the presidents that we did in our Uncle Slam game, but then he had buddies of his do all the other ones that weren't a good match. So I did not do the screaming. That's actually I'm pretty sure it was a MIDI instrument.
John Mark's son.
Yeah, it's yeah. It's an instrument that the Judge John Mark has. So he has that for chorus as well, which you'll hear. There's other cool new music coming soon, which you'll be able to hear next Monday, July 6th. So yes, as some people have seen, I've already pre-populated the villain. Tonight we are going to be playing against Spite, Agent of Gloom, which is pretty much the only villain we have not yet played against in this expansion. Right, John?
Yeah, let's take a look at the card.
Yeah, so I've got it up here. We've got, at the start of the game, Spite enters play Agent of Gloom side up. All 5 drug cards from the villain deck are put face down in the villain play area. Safe house card is put into play, the villain deck is shuffled. At the start of the villain turn, if there are H cards under the safe house, Spite flips. If not, a drug card is flipped face up. I have yet to actually get Agent of Gloom to flip. I've only played against him like 2 or 3 times in testing, and
it's easier with more heroes, but yeah, it's still pretty difficult.
Got it, yeah.
And he never flips back. So Spite Agent of Gloom is really interesting because we had to add a bunch of new things to the game, actually, to support it.
Yeah.
Being able to have cards face down, and some of the other stuff that he does is brand new. So that stuff was coming for Wager Master, but we had to get it in for Spite here. We also had to add this lovely color to the game, which is this ridiculous neon color.
I think we can call it Gloom Green.
Yeah.
And then advanced, at the end of the villain turn, a drug card is flipped face up. So basically, that flips the drug cards even faster. If you do manage to get him flipped to his broken vessel side, increase the damage dealt by Spite by 1 for each card under the safe house. And whenever a card is placed under the safe house, 1 player may draw a card. Whenever a victim is destroyed, Spite deals each hero target 1 psychic damage. Whew. Are we bored yet? Whenever a Lab Raid would be played, instead it is discarded and Spite deals each hero target 2 melee damage. At the start of each hero turn, that player may remove a card from under the safe house and put it into play. If they do, they may play a card. And then at the end of the villain turn, a victim is destroyed. That it would be advanced rules.
Yeah, so on the flip side, it's interesting because you're sort of bargaining almost with Spite for victims to do things.
Yeah, Spite is rough. I don't like playing against Spite.
This is difficulty 3 Spite. He is not easy to play.
Yeah. All right, so I think we'll probably do our usual 2-2, yeah?
Sure.
Yeah, and as I will take the hint from the chat. I'm sure you guys, I know you're saying you still love me, and that's all fine. But I'm going to stick with characters that I feel I know how to play well, as opposed to ones that have mechanics I'm still trying to figure out. So I'm going to not play Argent Adept or Night Mist. I'm going to stick with probably Unity, because, I mean, why wouldn't you stick with Unity? And then, honestly, it's just because we might as well, I'm going to do Variant Raw, since we just got to see him do his own thing in the trailer there. So that'll be my 2 for the evening. And then, environmentally speaking, we're going to go ahead and do Realm of Discord tonight.
Cool.
Yeah, this fight is definitely more interesting. I also think he is more difficult. So yeah, he is the agent of Gloom, which means he sort of... I've always taken that to mean that he's sort of a minion of Gloomweaver. Is that accurate, or is that not accurate? Story-wise, John, do you know?
Yep, that's basically the storyline, is that, Gloomweaver resurrects him and causes him to help him out.
Yeah.
He's like the Robin to Gloomweaver's Batman. So he's his youthful ward.
I guess that's one way to look at it. All right, yeah, so that's that. All right, so it looks like John has picked Argent Adept. Do we want to do one more?
I'm thinking of what other hero I want.
All right. I will make sure to turn up the music a bit once we get into the actual game. Jean-Marc.
All right, so you can order these so that we alternate, probably.
Yeah. So who should open? You think Argent?
Sure. It's nice to give Unity a chance for someone else to give her a card potentially.
Yeah. Let's follow. Let's finish up with Unity there. That looks pretty good. I'll go ahead and ready up.
I will also click the ready.
Yes.
There's a lot of body parts.
Yeah, and so Spite Agent of Gloom is also one of the other things we had to put in the game, is support for not having an opening line.
He's too busy clawing up from the grave.
Yes, he's too busy trying to claw out of his own grave to say anything. All right, so before we get too far in, let's go ahead and bring up the options so we can turn the music up. Good. All right, let me know if that's too much, if you guys can't hear us over the music. All right, so we already talked about the mechanics of Spite, so let's look through the heroes and see what we got. Argent Adept's got a counterpoint bulwark, instrumental conjuration that lets him pick an instrument, Rhapsody of Vigor and Vernal Sonata. We've got Ra, has 2 Drawn to the Flames, an Excavation, and a Scorched Earth.
It's a pretty bad start.
Yeah,
for Ra.
that's not a great start. But luckily, we're playing as Horus of Two Horizons, which means I get a draw 3, discard 2. So that's my base power. So I can swap some of those out if I need. We've got Young Legacy here. Her normal Atomic Glare, excuse me. Atomic Glaze, as we've said
glaze
in the past.
For the jelly donut.
So she's a damage dealer instead of a booster for her base power, but she looks like she's pretty set up. We got an Heroic Interception, a Motivational Charge, Thok, and Danger Sense. And then Unity, at the end there, we got a Brainstorm, Supply Crate, Construction Pylon, and a Platform Bot. So not a bad setup for Unity as well.
All right, I have a project for the chat now, is turning card names that you see into baked goods.
Oh, boy.
That'll be a good project for them. Are we starting?
We are.
Okay.
All right, select a card to flip face up. And right away, do you see, I don't know if you're seeing it on yours, but we've got card number 3 does not have a number on it.
Yeah, that happens for some reason. Are we picking it?
That's what I'm
picking. I guess it doesn't matter. It has turned out to be Compound Omicron.
Omicron, which is the drug that the first time Spite would be dealt damage each turn, reduce it by 2. Wonderful. I was hoping we could lose a lot of our damage dealing right up front. All right, so first target to deal damage, I'll go ahead with the choose for me. He's going to deal 2 melee damage. It is the first time that villain card backs have appeared that I'm aware of. You see hero card backs every time you draw a card.
And environment card backs are at the start of the game. In the game setup.
Aha. That's right. Yep.
All right. So yeah, we're gonna want to do multiple damages, which is good that we have Unity, because she is really good at that. So one thing you might be wondering about Spite, the safe house works the same way, and his victim cards work the same way. But one sort of interesting anecdote about the safe house is that normal Spite, when he flips over, he deals himself damage. But this version of Spite does not have a drug-racked monstrosity side, so that doesn't happen. So you can't rely on that bonus damage.
Aha.
All right, so for the Argent Adept, I can do some damage reduction. Look for an instrument that's not super useful right now. Or do some healing. Let's see. Spite's not doing a ton of damage just now. He did do the lab raid, and he's just doing his single damage right now, but he didn't flip over any of the drugs that actually caused him to deal a bunch of damage.
Right.
So I think I'm going to put out Rhapsody of Vigor right now and heal everyone up for a hit point. And then we have that out in the Tandy to have.
And then you have it.
And so I get to choose 5 targets. And let's have Spite not have a hit point. Because he's already full. Another Instrumental Conjuration, that's not useful.
I was wondering if anybody was going to hear that. Pay attention when Argent Adept is going. Let's just say that. Sorry, I had to step away for a second. Everybody, yeah, pay attention when...
Yeah, I don't think they've had the Argent Adept for a little while.
Yeah, I don't think so. Those sounds were not in last week when I played him, so... Or 2 weeks ago, I should say. All right. So, Ra, let's see here. Let's look at these. So, Drawn to the Flame deals each non-hero target X fire, where X is the number of villain ongoings in play, 0. And then Excavation is put up to 3 cards from the environment trash on the bottom of the environment deck.
0.
Which is also 0. And Scorched Earth. Deal each non-hero target X fire damage, where X is the number of environment cards in play. So I'm actually going to go ahead and skip. I could skip, and draw 2, but given Ra's Sunrise power, I'm actually going to do this and then maybe get rid of some of those useless cards. So we draw 3 and discard 2. We got a Flame Spike, Excavation.
I mean, you could play a Drawn to the Flame.
Flame
Spike.
Could
become useful.
Yeah, meh. You know what? I'm actually going to... I think my animations are turned way up. Let's turn those down a little bit, so that it's a little bit more towards the normal. All right, there we go. All right, so I drew 2 Flame Spikes and another Excavation. So I'm going to go ahead and actually I'm going to get rid of one of the Excavations. I'm going to get rid of one of the Drawn to the Flames. And now I've got a Staff of Ra. Fantastic.
Okay, so we have Young Legacy here, looking chipper. Yeah, so if I hit him, I'm only going to get 1 point of damage through. So actually, I'm going to also get a Motivational Charge. We're just going to be heal bot this game, I think.
Nice.
And I'm going to use that. So we're going to heal back up. It's going to be no damage. But we get some pretty solid healing going on throughout the team. And then I can use one-shots plus that to start doing some actual damage, hopefully.
Yeah. All right, Unity. So both Supply Crate and Brainstorm are going to immediately draw more cards for me. And Brainstorm is also going to let me deal... I mean, not a lot of damage, but...
It can't do any damage because of his
that's right, because
drug.
he's got his drug out. I'm just going to do Supply Crate then. So we'll... Okay, wait. Well,
yeah, that makes sense to get the platform bot out.
Yeah.
So let's start doing something.
Yep. All right, so there goes the platform bot, and... Man, see this. I played a Unity game the other day, and I literally did not draw a bot for 3 rounds. I was like, "What is going on?" It was the most ridiculous. And then, of course, they were all, like backloaded at the very end of the deck, and I ended up winning that game. But still, it was just like,
yay!
Man.
The first damage to Spite.
Woohoo! A whole 1 HP.
All right, here's the trick, the soup trick. I'm going to vote... Well, let's see. So, the whole thing about this version of Spite is... if we get enough cards under the safe house, he'll flip over.
Mm-hmm.
But we have to get 4. And if we get more victims under the safe house than there are face-up drug cards, it'll flip one back down. But the problem is, he's going to flip one over, so then we're going to have to get 2 more victims after this guy. So I feel like unless you get a really good start with the victims, it's not really worth trying to race him. So I'm going to say no.
All right. Well, I mean, do we want to, at least for this first, because I would say this is the time to try it if we're going to try it. If we say yes and we get another victim that we can immediately, well, maybe not immediately, but that, we're set up to do, then I think we're probably in good shape. But if we don't do it now, then we're pretty much saying we're not going to get that to happen.
All right. This is the TSN turning point, Jeremy.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Sentinel sidekick.
There you go.
Good. That's pretty good, actually.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that's going to get us a whole bunch of cards.
I love it when a plan comes together.
All right. Pick another drug. And it is the one that makes us put cards back into our hand. So that's going to be both of them.
Yep.
And we'll draw some cards. So that's really going to slow us down. But at least we have a lot of cards. And if we get Inspiring Presence, we can start playing that every turn.
Yeah.
Oh, and there goes the potential sidekick.
Well, it was worth a shot. Yes, Silverleaf, this is definitely the most thematic and most, dare I say, environmental music I think we've had yet in the game. You really do feel like you are in a crazy realm of Discord. It's and this is what I've actually said in a couple of our internal meetings. This is the music that I cannot wait for us to get this game on, dare I say, consoles and be able to play like in your living room with all the lights off, sitting on your couch. Like, that's what I'm looking forward to hearing this music. And so,
all right. Well, I feel like with that compound Upsilon, we're all going to have to be playing ongoing equipments in order for us to try to get ahead of it.
Sure.
And so I'm just going to put out the Rhapsody figure again, I think. It's kind of lame, but...
Whoa. I wouldn't call it confirmed just yet, but desired would certainly be a fair way to say it.
Another Rhapsody figure. Okay. I guess I can get Drake's pipes and start invigorating everyone.
All right, so let's see here.
So if you put out the Staff of Ra, you can just keep putting that out every turn, basically.
That's true. Let's see. Blazing Tornado will actually let me do some damage this turn. But again, we kind of have to get ahead of it. So yeah, we'll get the staff out. And I'm just going to use Sunrise again. Alright, good. Summon Staff, a second Blazing Tornado, and a second Summon Staff. Alright, I'll take that. Alright, so we'll get rid of one of those Blazing Tornadoes. And
we'll need Excavation.
Yeah, Excavation is probably going to go as well. And I've got an Inferno. Yeah, definitely one of those ones that, like, Spite is never a target-rich environment. So any of these, like, broad damage, like Tempest wouldn't be a super useful hero against any version of Spite. Unless you're in a target-rich environment, quote-unquote, environment deck. In which case, then, he can be useful. All right, Young Legacy. You got your 4 damage dealer, you've got your 3 damage dealer, and a draw card.
Yeah, I want to put out ongoing so that we can soak up some of that ongoing destruction. So. Yeah. I will just continue. I guess I could hit the dog. Let's go back. I could actually do something useful.
In the text chat, beta testers, you may feel free to discuss what's going on. As None Left has mentioned, you're not. We definitely don't want people necessarily, especially early in development, releasing videos or screenshots or anything like that. Those rules will be slightly different for the public beta that's coming up later in the summer. But for the time being, yeah, we don't want people necessarily getting a lot of that info out just yet.
And we don't want them to spoil variants.
Yeah, that's another thing. You know, like the ability to get them done, like to get them unlocked, like how that all works out. You know, that's obviously something for the community to figure out. So,
can you go to undo, please, Jeremy?
Oh yeah, what happened?
I just hit the wrong target.
Aha.
Because I can't damage Spite anyways.
Ah. Yeah, Unity definitely ended up on, like, the perfect environment background for her character. It's like the pink and purple, like, weird tentacle-y thingy. Well, we spoil what the variants are. We don't spoil how you get them, though. Alright, let's see here. I think I might just use Brainstorm just to get the 2 card draws. Because I don't have anything in the trash, and I don't want to get Construction Pylon out yet. So, even though I'm not... Okay, oh, good. Okay, so there's a Raptor bot. And a Chart bot. Excellent. Okay, that's much better. So let's go ahead and we'll do one to the Portal Fiend. And I can't do any Despite, but whatever. And stop dealing damage. And let's see... Does anybody have equipment that's worth killing? Staff of Ra, but we don't want to do that because we want those to stay. So I'm just going to skip, and I'll just be set up for Construction Pylon next turn to get a couple of bots out. Alright, we got another supply crate. And then, do you want me to deal the damage to Spite, or should I Portal Fiend? If it's just going to be growing up. Or, not growing up, healing up. What are we thinking? Uh-oh, did I lose John? I cannot hear you. Alright, I am going to call you again, John. Oh, you know what? This happened last week. Yeah, I still can't hear you. Hang on, I think I gotta switch out of Soundflower and back into it. Say something, John. Alright, good. Alright, say something again.
Something again.
There you are. Yeah, sometimes Soundflower gets, like, desynced or something. Alright, so what were you trying to say to me?
I was telling you that it made sense to hit Spite because that uses up his damage reduction.
Ah. Wonderful. Oh, it's once a round, not once a turn? Or
it is once a turn.
It is once a turn, but it's Unity's turn. Duh. Okay, that makes sense.
And now Ra won't be able to deal damage.
Alright. Flip a face.
Demon's Kiss.
What do we get? Ugh. Alright. Alright, and so how many? We're going to put 2 back in the hand, so what are we thinking? Staff of Ra, because I'm going to get to heal when I put it back out again.
Okay.
Right? And then, do we want to get rid of Motivational Charge or Rhapsody of Vigor?
Let's see what's Legacy doing. I kind of want to let Argent Adept get set up more. So let's put back Motivational Charge.
Alright. I can get behind that.
Yeah, I guess Unity didn't put it anything, so...
Silverleaf asks, aren't those flipped cards essentially random? Why do you have to select one?
Because they stay in the same order. Because they can get flipped back, and if you remember which one is which, you can decide what to do. I guess Legacy can take this hit. She's tough. Unity's not. And there, he's healed back up.
Yep. And now Demon's Kiss is going to do a bunch of damage. All boosted by that stupid compound Oopsilon.
Okay.
All right, Argent Adept.
I think I'm going to conjure an instrument with the hopes of doing things next turn. I still don't have like a song that I want. But so I'm going to play that and take a look at the instruments. So we could go full on healing. And I could use the pipes with 2 Rhapsody of Vigors. I don't really have anything better to do right now because we have tons of cards in hand. I don't need to try to, get the counter full workout. So I'm going to go for the pipes. Oh, and Saraband of Destruction. Actually, that's a really good thing to have. So
yes, I like that.
Just so that everyone wants to hear what this does, I will play the pipes. And I get to heal your bot.
Yay!
Oh, good. Inventive preparation. Now I want that drum.
All right, so Ra is... I think I'm just going to heal up again. I'm going to end up with my entire deck in my hand if we just stick to this plan, but... Actually, wait, that was dumb. Back up. Rob, let's back up to Ra play a card.
Okay.
Thank you. All right.
Silverleaf is worrying about memory games with Spite, but I can tell you I can count on no hands the number of times I've had him flip a drug card back.
Yes, that is true. All right, so I did the summon staff, so now I have 2 staves of Ra, as well
as... Why don't you keep playing summon staff? Just keep playing summon staff.
Whatever, I'll have another one for next turn. I literally am going to have my entire deck in my hand, so I don't need any more cards.
You won't literally have your entire deck in your hand.
I could. I absolutely could. I'm not saying I'm going to, but I could. All right, so let's see here. What should I get rid of? I think I'm going to get rid of this other Drawn to the... Maybe not. Actually, we're starting to get ongoings out, so maybe that would be worth hanging on to. 2 Flame Spikes. Yeah, I'm going to get rid of Wrathful Gaze. And... So that's not bad either. I'm just going to get rid of Inferno. Alright.
Okay. So... Legacy. Gonna do something cool. Maybe. I might just play Motivational Charge again. Just like I've had the same turn for all my heroes. Unfortunately, Spite is slowing us down so much that it's difficult to get set up.
Yeah, that's honestly, I think that's one of the reasons why I don't like playing against Spite. Especially because once you get out, isn't there, one of his drugs gets out and messes with the environment too? Not only can none of the heroes get set up, but the environment can't get set up. It's just I don't know.
Well, that's not terrible.
It's not usually terrible, but except for the fact that sometimes you'll get I don't know, what's the obsidian field in this environment? That's good. You'll be like, oh, cool, the environment played a booster. Oh wait, now it's going away and he's damaging me because of it.
All right. I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to punch the bonds because I hate them.
Oh, I hate them so much.
I got another Motivational Charge. I really want an Inspiring Presence that I can keep playing every turn.
Silverleaf, I am with you. I actually got in an argument with Christopher Bedell over that exact point, where he was like, are you saying that you're a prescriptivist versus a descriptivist? Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, no. but literally means something. If we don't hold on to that and let it continue meaning something, it will stop meaning anything.
All right, player construction pylon.
Yeah. All right, so then the only question with the construction pylon is, should I do Raptorbot Turretbot or should Bebot be in the mix?
Is there something we want Bebot to do? Spite will kill Bebot.
Yeah, Spite is going to kill Bebot. Do we want Bebot to, like, damage the Portal Fiend and then erase the Ethereal Bonds?
I mean,
it's not going to happen before the Ethereal Bonds damages someone this turn.
Spite has a 50% chance of destroying all those environment cards.
That's true. Alright, cool. So, yeah, we'll do... Yeah, we'll just do the damage dealers. I think that's fine. Turretbot, Raptorbot. Especially because Raptorbot gets to do a lot more damage the more bots are out, so... Yeah. And I got another Bebot, so... Alright, so I'm going to...
So yeah, if you want to avoid, the bonds are going to target Ra. So if you want Ra to do damage on this turn, you want to take out the bonds, but... that's up to you.
Yeah, so the Raptorbot is going to do 5 damage, right?
Yeah, I mean, I would just hit Spite because Spite's probably going to destroy the bonds for us. But... yeah, Raptorbot will do 4 damage. You can actually start hitting him.
There we go.
Bubbles.
Bubbles. Blah, 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 blah. All right, 50-50 chance.
Oh, and it's not that one. It's the worst one.
Wah, wah. All right, so 2 of these need to go back. Do we want to keep you set up and just do Motivational Charge and Staff of Ra?
Yeah.
Wonderful. Yeah, it's the same very zen concept, just to answer the chat about, if everyone's special, then no one is, which is that, if every day is the best day ever, it's actually pretty boring. You got to have bad days so that you know why the good days are good.
Yeah, so he's doing damage and destroying his things, unfortunately. Yeah, he's going to kill Raptorbot straight up. But it is not Raptorbot's to ponder why. It is Raptorbot's to do and die. Okay. So, I'm going to get rid of that collateral damage because it's being annoying and healing him a bunch. I think. Unless we want to try to get rid of the environment cards. But he is going to get rid of those environment cards on his turn. It will do a bunch of damage, so maybe we don't want that. Like, he does more damage based on how many environment cards he destroys.
Right.
So, we might want to just destroy them as well. So I'm going to put out the Saraband of Destruction, which destroys an ongoing or environment card. And I will play the pipes.
2 melodies.
Yeah, so we feel like between Platform Bot and Turret Bot, you could just kill those 2, right?
The Ethereal and Explosive?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I can get rid of the Portal Fiend, and then he won't do anything with that environment destruction, or very little.
Yeah, whatever gets played.
Yeah. As much as collateral damage is annoying, that's okay. And then we'll heal up the Platform Bot. Well, we'll heal up our actual heroes, mostly. That's the main thing. You can tell me if you'd rather have Platform Bot or Turret Bot get a hit point.
At this point, Platform.
Yes, and I get hit for 3 damage for using a power. because Spite does that.
Mario Fanatic CXZ is blowing my mind right now.
All right, play Summon Staff. Play the other Summon Staff.
All right, my goodness. All right, Summon Staff. All right, so there's my...
So you might want to play Imbued Fire so that Legacy and Unity get bonuses. Might not be a bad call, because it's going to, like, the thing is, those cards are getting taken away all the time, but at least it will give us a benefit.
Yeah, I
to
have
the other heroes.
All the staves. Yeah, okay. Someday, Ra's going to deal some fire damage.
You need to use your power?
But it is not this day.
I mean, is it worth 2 damage to use your power? 3 damage? You have 1 million cards already.
Why? Sorry.
Spite is going to hit you because you used a power.
Oh.
Do you feel like you needed to use the power?
Okay. Yeah, no, you're fine. Let's go back. Use power and skip. Understood.
Okay.
I wasn't reading.
Okay. So yeah, Legacy can help by using, like, lead from the front, but it's going to get Heroic Interception, but it doesn't help her. And it gets probably going to get taken away, so I'm not sure how good that is. It's kind of crappy. This whole thing's kind of crappy. This whole situation.
Yep.
So if I put out Heroic Interception, I can let other players use the powers, which is probably worthwhile. Or if I was able to get it next evolution and lead from the front, I'd be fine. But that would require me having more ongoing cards out. And keeping them out. So the question is, can we sacrifice... Is it worth it to do that and sacrifice other ones to keep that combo going? It might be, actually. So we can sacrifice Imbued Fire, and if Unity can put something out that we can sacrifice... And I mean, Argent Adept can sacrifice something too. So why don't we start getting Legacy set up? I think that's going to be useful. So I'm going to put out next evolution and become immune to toxic, so I can start taking all that toxic damage. And you're going to take out those environment cards?
I'm going to get rid of Ethereal Bonds. And... Alright, so you wanted me to get something out that can get got? Is that what I was to...
Yeah, like if you could put out Supply Crate, for instance, and leave it there, and then get it back to your hand. It's like a free card draw.
Yeah. And I almost never use volatile parts, although in this case I probably could. Especially if I've got 2 B-bots to get out. But yeah, let's go ahead and get Supply Crate out. We'll get another card. Oh, there's a Construction Pylon.
There you
Perfect.
go.
So I can get both of those B-bots out. And then skip. Right? I assume I'm going to skip.
Yeah, skip.
Yeah.
So that we have something to feed Spite.
Yep. And I got 3 B-bots. And then we're going to go ahead and hit the Explosive Bubbles.
Yeah, if Legacy can handle all that damage for the toxic, that'll make life a lot easier for the other characters.
Yep. And another Ethereal Bonds comes out, just enough to make it so that Unity can't deal damage, and then it's going to get got. But that's fine. Let Unity be the one who doesn't deal damage. That's great. All right, so we're going to take the Supply Crate.
Yeah.
And what else?
I mean, Imbued Fire is great. But
if we're going to keep trying to set you up...
Why don't we lose the Saraband of Destruction, because we're not worried about cards, really, now. So. Okay. Yeah, he's just destroying victims left and right. It's not worth trying to keep them. All right, he's back at full health. Here we may as well just choose Farmy, I think. Yeah, I think it's going to be all about Unity's bots dealing damage and the rest of us surviving.
Yeah.
I'll be able to get Fortitude out and to let Legacy just start trying to take the damage. If you can get Stealth Bot out, that would be awesome. Okay.
Second Rhapsody of Vigor?
Yeah, I guess we could just get the healing out. Unless there's something we want from Vernal Sonata.
Ooh, that's a good question. What have I got?
I mean, having the double healing... Oh, Inspiring Presence is in Legacy's trash.
Oh, yeah, because you just discarded 3.
Yeah, but I can't get her to play it. That's the problem. And when she uses a power, it gets discarded. Right? So it's not super helpful, except for... Unless I can actually get them to play a card, like which one of my powers lets me do. Yeah, I'm just going to go for the double heal, I think. The extra play is nice, but I can't get to the Inventor Preparation without basically having another turn. So
yeah.
Let's just vigorously rhapsodize. And try to stem the bleeding. You want me to give Turret Bot a point or keep it on Platform Bot?
Oof, that's a good question.
Like Turret Bot's going to take 4 damage from Spite just for being alive. So we'd have to have some other source of healing too. But actually, well, yeah.
Yeah, either one of them though, right? Yeah,
Platform Bot has the damage reduction, so it's easier for him to survive.
Yeah, but if you do both of them on Turret Bot, because you're going to heal twice, right?
I've already done one on Platform Bot. I can go back if you want.
Yeah, do the second one on Platform Bot.
I think Platform Bot's better than Turret Bot.
Yeah. You got a third Vernal Sonata. All right, so I can Staff. Or, I mean, I could Fire Blast if we just want to start whittling him down, but we still want to have something to sacrifice in terms of ongoings, right? Or equipment.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, in terms of what, like a sacrifice, the staff is good. You don't get to use it, but
yeah,
it gets you 3 hit points, and maybe, you know, if Unity can put out a card, then maybe you don't have to sacrifice it, right? Though I think our priority for Unity is getting more bots out that can attack him.
I concur.
All right, so I'm going to play lead from the front so I can start taking all that toxic damage over to me, and I'll stay immune to it and hope for a Legacy Ring.
Yes. All right. So yes, let's deal some damage to Spite. And I'm gonna. Yeah, I feel like I'm an idiot if I don't get 2 of those B-bots out. I don't have. There's not 2 ongoings or environments to kill, but that's a bunch of damage to do.
I mean, it's not a. It's 2 damage. It's not a bunch.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just gonna do what I did last turn. We'll just put out that supply crate. And I got a modular workbench, and then I'm just going to leave it. I'm going to skip, and then that way we can return that. And
there, Flash Forge will let you get the bots that you want, potentially.
Yep. And Platform Bot will do 4 damage.
All right, hopefully we're turning a corner here. We'll see.
84 is now the lowest, I believe, that Spite has been so far this game.
And he's just going to keep destroying environments.
Yep.
All right, see, now we're getting ahead of his 2 a turn. It's been slow, but...
Yep. All right, so yeah, so Supply Crate can be 1. So I'm fine with that. And then...
So we could leave this... We could just return back a Rhapsody of Vigor. And then I'll just play it again.
Or is there something else you want to do? Because you still got one out, obviously, so... Yeah, I would love it if Ra could actually do something this turn.
Yeah, I think Rock is able to do tons of damage. So let's put it back a Rhapsody. And then... Yeah, I think that's going to let Ra start doing stuff.
Infernal damage.
Yeah, Rock can take this one. Yeah, so Infernal, I'm not immune to. If I can get another next evolution and put it Infernal.
Oh, that would be sweet.
I think the bot can take... I'm going to be sending some healing over. So actually, yeah, I can keep Turretbot alive by taking one of these.
Okay, awesome.
Then we have Psychic. All right, friends. Yeah, I think it's going to be another Rhapsody of Vigor. I like to do more with Argent Adept, and this is definitely...
I mean, it's not that you're not doing a lot. It's just that, I mean, you're keeping us alive. It's just, yeah, you would like to be able to showcase a more interesting Argent Adept play.
And I'm not going to heal Turretbot.
That's fine.
And now we can safely use powers. So do stuff and Flame Spike and whatever you want.
Okay, so... I have my staff out, which is going to boost my damage, plus Imbued Fire, which is going to boost my damage. So, yeah, I was going to say, if there's ever a time...
I mean, Blazing Tornado might be a good thing to start getting out.
Yeah, I think I'm going to... what am I going to do here?
Like, you want a damaging power so that you can do a one-shot and a power on your next
exactly. Yeah, let's do that. I agree. Or unless, let's see, Drawn to the Flame is villain ongoings. Yeah, so that's not... Yeah, we'll get out Blazing Tornado. And that's going to be, what, 4? Oh, but then -2. So it's actually 5 -2. But still, that's...
Yeah.
I'll take it. And then... Yeah, we're going to redirect that and tank it.
Yeah, and Living Conflagration, that's a great one to have out. All right, so I'm going to play, Fortitude, so I can start...
Tanking some of the other damage that you're not immune to.
Some of the other damage, exactly.
Blue Dolphin. These drugs will be flipped on this side permanently because the check for spite flipping relies on H equals 4 cards under the safe house, but the check for flipping a drug back happens after that, right? Question mark.
Yep. I mean, spite can still flip over to the other side of him, right? And then the drug cards stay face up. And there, there may be ways that I don't know, actually, all the victims have triggers at the start of turns and stuff to go into the safe house. I don't think there's a way during his turn to get a victim onto the safe house. But if there was, you could do something in between the checks, but I don't think there is a way. Okay, so here basically it depends on how much you want Ra to stay set up versus...
Yeah, because, I mean, the turret bot's going to go away, which is going to basically screw up Platform Bot's ability to deal that big damage at the end of turn.
Sorry, what? Oh, right, because, yeah.
Because, yeah, Turretbot's not going to live through another turn, and Turretbot damages the beginning. So Turretbot's damage is what allows Platform Bot to then damage with impunity. I think I might just do the same thing. Get that supply crate out, draw another card.
Yeah, I mean, you could put it of all the parts, and then you'd get to do damage, but it would just be 0 because
it's only
damage
2.
reduction.
I was looking at that. What have I got in my trash for Robot Reclamation? I've got a Raptor bot.
You could play... Someone suggested you could play Modular Workbench and then use it to get a B-Bot out.
Oh, yeah, thank you, whoever suggested that. So I'm going to do that.
CL Cruise. And so then that can bounce back to your hand.
Yeah, so I'm going to get rid of one of those volatile parts, get a B-Bot out.
And the B-Bot can actually destroy that collateral damage finally, too. Or it can destroy an environment card. That's going to be useful, actually.
Spite is under 80, ladies and gentlemen. Ugh.
All right, we can use this to our advantage. Well, maybe. Not really. So let's return the workbench. And then we want to return one of the Rhapsody of Vigors again, I think.
Okay, I can get behind that. Spite is literally under 80 HP.
Hey, we have a good Samaritan.
Legacy?
Yeah, it may as well be Legacy.
I mean, everybody else is going to be 6, so...
Yeah. Alright, so we can have him hit B-Bot first so that he can destroy the Imbued Frailty and Spite will do less damage overall.
Alright, so B-Bot goes, and then... Oh, that actually works out really well. So we get the bonus of the Imbued Frailty to damage Spite.
Yeah.
And then we get to get rid of it so that he doesn't get to use it. Alright, and yeah, choose for me. Goodbye, Turretbot. It was nice knowing you.
And Legacy doesn't have enough hit points to be taking all of this.
Yeah.
And
lots of imbuing happening, yes.
Yeah, so Legacy can take all of this because it's 0 plus 1 minus 1.
Ha! I like it.
Cool.
There's a lot of imbued effing going around. Indeed.
All right. Have I gotten anything I want to use yet? Not super. I really want to start letting other people play cards, but I feel like I have to keep the healing up.
Yeah.
So we're going to keep doing that. Especially Legacy. Yeah, if I can get another next evolution, and I guess I need also a legacy ring, then I could block Infernal, and we could really start recovering. But now you could put out, say, a living conflagration or a flame barrier, or like you could do all sorts of stuff with the raw now.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm wondering, so the flame barrier puts back 2 fire damage.
+2.
+2 for Staff of Ron imbued fire. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I want to get living conflagration out,
and then start flame spiking.
Yeah, and then start flame spiking. That's exactly it. That's what I want to do.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, let's do that.
And that will start burning him down pretty quickly.
All right.
Literally.
Yeah, I'm actually going to Blazing Tornado because I don't need cards. And so that'll be 5 damage.
Sweet.
Down to 74.
And I will take that. I've evolved past mere toxic damage. And what do I have? Nothing super cool. I can put out actually ongoings that Legacy can then return to her hand. Or I could do a one-shot
you could danger
for a little
sense
bit of damage.
Surge of strength.
Yeah, I think Danger Sense makes sense because then, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah, more tanky stuff, and then you also have the option of getting rid of it.
Yeah. Ooh, excellent.
Hey, there it is. Yep.
That's going to come out for Unity next turn.
All right. Let's
yeah,
see
so I think the modular workbench idea.
Yeah, I like that.
To make
I'm
sense.
gonna keep doing that. So let's modular workbench. What should I get rid of? Yeah, maybe Flash Forge. I rarely use Flash Forge.
Flash Forge is really good for this situation, except you don't have an extra. If you had a play to use it, you'd be able to I'm going to get out Champion Bot and whatever.
Yeah. But then, the flip of that is also volatile parts, which is, I think, pretty unlikely. I'm going to have the opportunity to get it out and actually,
Yeah, that's true.
Have an effect with it. So I'll get rid of that, and then we'll get another B-Bot out.
Yeah, the nice thing with the B-Bot is that we can do that trick and so that he does 0 damage with that card.
Yep.
And then Legacy can take it for free.
72. Lowest Spite has been this game. 72.
Ooh, time flies. That's sad. That's bad for us in this game.
Yeah, it is. All right, so what are we going to return?
Let's take a Danger Sense back. That's not needed now. So actually that gives us an extra possible thing to have out. So why don't we take back the modular workbench, and then the Argent Adept can start doing some more things.
Yeah, then you can go ahead and keep both of those out, but keep adding more stuff.
So here he's dealing melee damage.
All right, so same story.
Let's hit B-Bot first.
Do a massive 1 damage to Spite. And then, do we want to... I assume we want to get rid of Time Flies.
Yeah, Time Flies, that'll reduce the amount of damage he does later.
I mean, we definitely want to get rid of collateral damage, but...
at some point.
At some point, yeah.
I mean, actually, I could get rid of it with the Argent Adept this turn now. And yeah, let's just let everyone take their damage here, I think. As long as they're not going to die. Platform Bot, he can take this one. I might have to redirect another one later.
Yeah.
Another collateral damage. Oh, God. Raw?
Yeah, yeah. There are literally no victim cards in play.
Alright, this one's at Argent Adept. He's okay. Hurrah,
Yeah, that's a tough call.
I'll take it.
I mean, yeah, it's only one.
It's only one for her, so... and how important is we need Platform Bot.
Is it getting boosted? Is this going to be gone?
It'll be just. It's 2 damage, right?
Oh.
So.
All right. Thank you.
And then I'll take all these because it's free. Yeah, I don't know, man.
It's tough. Gotta love it when your whole team is in single digits. Although he did not regain. He stayed at 71 that turn.
Yeah, he didn't put out a victim. So the question is, should I try to... I guess I could use Vernal Sonata and do more healing.
I was going to say, do you want a Vernal Sonata and double Rhapsody of Vigor and then keep us all in for a while?
Okay. Why doesn't this show me? Oh, right. I'm choosing my heroes to move the cards. So yeah, feel free to put a card onto your deck that, like, you won't get to play.
Yeah.
So there's no reason to do it. I just pressed none. I will play the pipes and heal all of our targets. This is like doubling Ra's HP this turn.
And he appreciates it. Because he is one man, pure of heart.
Do I want to reshuffle? I guess so.
All right, so here we are. So Ra...
Burn it up.
So I can... See, I hate having 2 Fire Blasts in my hand that I'm not going to use, but I feel like Flame Spike...
Flame Spike's more damage.
...is going to do more damage. Alright, so Flame Spike basically gets to do 1, but then that means that Blazing Tornado and Living Conflagration get to do...
Their full amounts, yeah.
Full plus. So, yeah. So
and Inspiring Presence is coming, but Ra won't get to take advantage. Unfortunately. Unless we leave it out. Which we could. I feel like it's a good one to come back to your hand, though.
All right, down to 62. I don't know that I've ever had Agent of Gloom down this low before.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I usually beat him, actually. You have to really stay
well, that's
ahead
the thing.
of him.
I mean, that's the thing. Like, that is your forte, or fort, as it were. Like, you
But
know
I mean-
how to think 3 turns ahead. For me, like, I barrel into, like, I'm just going to damage him, and then I lose. So,
Well, the really difficult thing is we don't have any heroes that can reduce the amount of damage he deals,
yeah.
and he deals a lot of damage. All right, it's time to be inspired, everyone.
Yes.
And then I'm going to continue to evolve into a toxic monster. Still didn't get another
A legacy ring.
thing I want. Yeah, Legacy Ring would be great. Because I would be at least doing him 3 damage.
So, should we do the B-Bot thing again?
Sure.
I mean, the only other choice would be to do Supply Crate, draw a card.
Yeah, I think the B-Bot thing makes sense while we can do it.
Yeah. The devil you know. And I think I might... You're going to hate me. I think I might discard Hasty Augmentation.
We're probably not going to use it.
Yeah, it's like, I love that card, but it's, you know, if you use it, its power basically gets erased because anyone you use it is not going to get Well, you know what? There is a scenario. So, actually, here, I'll ask you this since you're the developer. If Turret Bot had already damaged, and then I used Hasty Augmentation for another hero to do damage on this turn, that would still count as damage having been done that turn, right? And so they would get to do full damage?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, so one of the people in the chat points out you could play Hasty Augmentation to make Legacy immune to Toxic and Infernal.
Oh! Who said that? Was that Syracuse again?
Nepicross.
I love it.
You want to do that?
Yeah, let's do that.
So we have to go back to play a card,
Yeah,
actually.
we have to go back to play a card. Play a card. All right,
hastily augment Legacy. And I'll become immune to Infernal. And then we basically get a break from damage. So that's nice.
That's awesome.
And
yeah,
actually,
so that means you can actually go ahead and do something, Argent Adept, next turn.
Well, why don't you use your power and take the staff?
Oh, I like it. And then I'll get that B-Bot out. Yep.
Then we can get rid of one of those collateral damages. And the staff can be used for healing. You can play another one. Champion Bot.
Below 60, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, this is actually good for us.
Yeah, reduce damage.
Yeah, so actually we'll have... Yeah. Well, let's see. Let's have him... So do we want to return Inspiring Presence? Or do we want Ra to be able to take advantage of it? It does give us a hit point when we play it, which is nice.
True. Or do we want to get rid of one of those Rhapsodies of Vigor? Are you going to try and do something else interesting this turn?
I could just play another Rhapsody, play it again, the Rhapsody of Vigor. I mean, we're definitely going to get rid of one of the Rhapsodies of Vigor. So
Alright, so yeah, let's do that. And then, let's see here.
Actually, if you're just going to play Staff of Ra, why don't you get rid of Living Conflagration?
Is that the one that's the one with a card? Yes. Yeah. Okay, good. Yep, let's get rid of that.
Because then Inspiring Presence, because we're not taking damage this turn, Inspiring Presence will then let us do more damage. And I will take the Infernal damage. Aha! And the Lost Child will be saved.
Love it.
And we're going to take all of this damage to Legacy. I don't think the chat believed in us, but we're coming back.
Man, Silverleaf keeps exploding.
All right, so we can just leave B-Bot out. Because Legacy can take this all for 0.
Great.
And then we have it for next time. Oh, wait, that is a damage. Oh, because he did destroy one.
Oh, because we didn't... Right, because we didn't do the thing.
Yeah. Yeah, so we'll probably let B-Bot die then.
So should we go... Wait, so we should probably...
Oh, go back so it does less damage?
Go back and do it in the right order.
Yeah, this is his end of turn, so let's go back to his end of turn. And yes, we'll redirect this. Right, so we will allow... Well, we have to do this in the order so that B-Bot gets hit last, because we want the time crawls -1 to happen for these.
Okay.
So, vote for Argent Adept. We want to make sure these go in the right order. And then Ra. And then Legacy. Spine. And Unity. And Platform Bot is fine. And then, yeah, so now B-Bot will not redirect and will destroy time crawls. So then again, he does 0 psychic damage.
Nice.
Trixie hobbitses.
Yeah, this is spite. Silverleaf explodes and deals all targets H sarcasm damage. That, yes, sarcasm damage and snideness damage are two damage types that need to be added. All right.
Okay, so for the Argent Adept, I can continue to heal bot or try to do something else. I don't think we have another hasty augmentation, though, do we? So we can't rely on that trick again. I could, actually, this is what I'm going to do.
I'm listening.
I have Counterpoint Bulwark.
You do?
And I'm going to reduce damage dealt to Young Legacy so that she's at -2.
Ah ha ha!
And so she can take more of the things. So that's going to happen. I know we're breaking from the mold, but we're doing it. And if you can get Stealth Bot out, then that is even better. And for the other person, I'll guess Ra, who's the lowest HP, he can have another minus. Though Legacy's going to be taking most of it. We should play Twist the Ether on Spite. You don't want that to happen, probably.
Alright, so here we are. I no longer have... Yeah, that one ended up getting discarded. Let's see.
You could play a Staff, though.
I could play Staff. So I could Staff and then Blazing Tornado. Which is... Yeah, that would take me back up to being tied with number 1. And then I'll deal 4. Yeah, because it's...
That's pretty good. 4 damage.
6.
And then next turn you could Flame Spike and throw the Staff and Blazing Tornado for a bunch of damage.
Yeah, I can hang on to that Wrathful Gaze for when Spite only has 2. Heck yeah.
Alright, do I want to take 3 melee damage? I kind of feel like no. Sorry, Lost Child. He's just going to take that victim back out, and yeah.
Yeah, Spite, playing against either Spite always makes you a pragmatist when it comes to the loss of innocent life. Unfortunately.
I guess I could play a Thok to try to get the Legacy Ring.
Yeah. Churn that deck a little bit more, so hope you can get it.
Yeah, one of them's in my trash already, but I'll go ahead and do that. It's still 3 damage.
Yeah.
Because of all our pluses. Fortitude, not useful. I will remain immune to Toxic. I think. Well, let's see. Toxic, I'm going to be taking, 1 damage for each of us. Infernal is actually... There's more Infernal damage going around. I'm just trying to think of how much. So, when he deals us damage for using a power, it's 3... It's 2 Toxic, so it's 3. Yeah, actually, I think I need to stay immune to Toxic. Because it's a higher amount. Even though there's the one big Infernal attack he does, his other ones are smaller.
Sakru's just... made the discovery that you are correct. Trash, let's back out for a minute here. The trash is now ordered by its order. So the last card to enter the trash is to the left, and then it is, in the order they were discarded as you go. So that is, yes, that is why it says Unity's Trash, top card on the left.
That one's for Gaffa Dream.
Yep.
All right.
Do you want Spite Age of Gloom to deal Unity 3 melee damage?
I would say no.
Yeah. All right, so I have a champion bot, and that is it. So construction pylon isn't super useful.
It might be nice to have something out for something for Spike to do, like the supply crate again.
Well, or modular workbench, so I can get.
Oh
champion
yeah, if
bot
you want
out.
to get a champion bot, you could do that.
I'm gonna do that. I'm a modular workbench. I'm gonna actually. Yeah, shoot. I kind of want to discard supply crate, honestly. Because Brainstorm, like, I feel like I would like Brainstorm because it's 2 card draws instead of 1. But you really don't get its damage at all. And what are the odds of me playing a 1-shot? You know what? The odds of me playing a 1-shot are 0 right
They're
now.
pretty small.
So we'll get rid of Brainstorm. Alright, so Champion Bot is out.
That's more damage for Platform Bot.
Yep. Scrap Metal. So I now have no bots in my hand, which is unfortunate.
You have Flash Forge, but you're probably not going to play it. Unless I can get Argent Adept to help you play it, which is what I want.
Positive energy.
That is a really good card for us.
If only we could keep it out.
Yeah. All right. Card to return to hand. Modular Workbench.
Yep.
And now that we have enough damage reduction, I'm wondering... Let me just think. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to be doing the Rhapsody of Vigor very much anymore.
Yeah, that's what I was just thinking. I mean, you'll still have them, so you can put them out if we need them.
Well, what's Legacy going to play? I guess I could play like a Danger Sense or something. Yeah, we could lose a Staff of Ra and you can play it again.
Well, are you gonna play a Danger Sense, or do you want to lose Inspiring Presence and then play that again and get the healing from it?
We do get the healing from it. We lose the damage for Ra, but if you're okay with that.
Yeah.
It's basically 3 damage if you're going to use Flame Spike.
Well, and I mean Ra has at least has 2 boosts right now. Yeah, Imbued and Staff of Ra out.
Yeah, I mean it'll give you +1 for each instance of damage, right? So it'll be worth 3 damage to keep it out. Versus whatever hit points. I think, yeah, people are suggesting we bounce the staff. It's probably not a bad idea. Because you can just play the staff and do Blazing Tornado every turn.
True.
It's pretty solid.
Alright.
Destroy a victim card. And here we're healing from the positive energy field.
Yeah.
Alright, so here he's going to hit someone. So actually, Ra can take this.
And then heal from the staff.
Yeah. He will take 1 more damage than Legacy does, but he has more hit points, so... Alright, and yeah, Legacy can take all this damage. Because she's at -2.
The staff is worth 3 points of damage, but I'm going to get it out. Like, I'm going to get that out at the beginning of my turn. I'm going to heal up. I'm not going to do as much damage this turn as if I had done, like, a Flame Spike and 2 other things, but I will get to heal back the damage that I just took.
Yeah. I feel like it might be better next time to give up some of Argent Adept stuff that we're not going to use anymore. Because I'm going to want to... I think I'm going to be using this Counterpoint Bulwark all the time now.
Well, that's a rhythm, so... Rhythm is gonna get you. So you might want to get the Bell out, and then you could get out Syncopated Onslaught.
Well, I'd want to get out Inventive Preparation.
Oh, yes, that is another. I was all scrolled to the other side. I didn't see that one. I was just looking
so
for
I'll play the
rhythms.
bell, and then we can hear it. And so, once again, Legacy and Raw. Oh, and then I can also use the accompany text. So, does anyone need to draw a card? I guess Legacy can. Unless Unity wants to draw for a bot.
No, that's fine. Go with Legacy.
Because I am going to play Inspiring Presence. Oh, wait, I didn't. I didn't.
You didn't unplay it. I was going to say, like, you're still looking for your ring, so...
I got another Next Evolution.
Oh, there you go. We still
Which
need the
I'll
ring, though.
Still need the ring. I actually don't need the immunity right now, except for the toxic, because I have -2. So, I don't need it for the other damage types. I guess there's the Infernal, which would complete me.
You complete me, John.
Yeah, and Sonic Blade points out we could get Legacy her ring next turn with Vernal Sonata.
Ah, yes, that's right. Spike down to 50.
And we're an hour and a half in.
Oh, man. Yeah, this is like a marathon. But it's still not like... not quite like that amazing one we played against, what's his name? Voss.
Game.
Where we didn't deal a single point of damage to him until 53 minutes into the stream.
All right. So yeah, I think I'm going to put out the Next Evolution. And I have both. And I'm going to use Toxic again.
The second ring just went in your trash.
Oh yeah?
Yep.
Well, we'll get it back.
Yep. All right, so... I'm going to supply crate. I got inspired repair. Interesting. And, yeah, I guess just skip. And then we can get rid of the supply crate next turn. So that'll be our fodder. Do I want to reshuffle?
You probably want to.
Yeah, let's do that. And there's the hasty augmentation. And do another 4 damage.
Chipping them away.
Yep.
Imbued Vitality.
Oh boy.
15 targets. Yep, there's a lot of cards in play. And he's going to be hitting all of them, but I don't think he does enough. They're all going to get redirected to Legacy. This is ridiculous. All right, so supply crate.
Yeah, definitely do supply crates.
And yes, why don't we just take back the Rhapsody of Vigor? Because I'm not going to be using it.
I can get behind that.
Actually, the Drake's Pipes. Like, I can still use the Vigor if it's out with my base power if I absolutely have to.
Alrighty.
Useless forced entry. And then, yeah, so is 5 damage. Ouch. Yeah, the Argent Adept can take this. Well, yeah, so it's going to be 3 to Legacy. I guess she can take it. And now, yeah, all of the targets are going to be attacked.
Alright, so I'm going to take a break.
Yeah,
I'm going to see you in a week.
I'm going to say yes to all these questions. Imbued Vitality is a pretty weird card. And unfortunately, with Spite, we don't really get to see it for long.
But we get to see the effects of it.
Yeah, so all the ongoing equipments are now targets, so Spite's trying to destroy them.
Yep.
So I see there's a bug there. His collateral damage are not showing the right prefab. They should be showing hit points.
Aha.
Yeah, see, they just changed on my screen.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah. So there's a bug there, I guess, in some cases. Sentinels is complicated, as it turns out. All right. Oh, Inspiring Super Tonic. It's one of my favorite cards. But I don't have the right instrument to play it. And what I want to put out is Inventive Preparation. Bonus card play. Oh, wait, we don't want that. We were planning to get the Legacy Ring out. All right. Vernal Sonata for the heals. And now Legacy is going to put on top the Legacy Ring. And the Argent Adept is not going to bother. Waiting for other players to make decisions.
Yeah.
Yours are just going to get discarded.
I know.
Unless you're going to play... Unless you have... you do have a Summon Staff. Oh, wait. It doesn't matter because you shuffle the deck before you draw. So... All right, we are going to select up to 2 targets, and we are going to have Legacy, get a -1, and may as well keep Raw, I guess. Well, actually, we should pick whoever is going to get hit by... Actually, no one's going to get hit by the Infernal, so it doesn't matter. And then we can have Legacy draw a card. The one we put there. And we'll redirect the damage. And hopefully now it's just a matter of time. I'm not sure. I guess the environment has shenanigans, but they can't.
I just got a thing that said resyncing data. Is that okay?
That means something screwed up, but if you're back, you're back.
It just said waiting to resync. I saw it for like a split second, and then it was gone. So
yeah. So that's if the game gets out of sync, you would have loaded one of my undo files.
Gotcha.
My computer would send it to you automatically.
All right, so
in an ideal world, that would never happen, but we're not in an ideal world.
Correct.
So that's why we have that sort of thing.
Yeah. All right.
So, I mean, Flame Spike or Fire Blast?
Yeah. I have 2 staves, so probably I think I'm
going to
Flame Spike.
Play Summon Staff to get the draw. Because you want to get your whole deck into your hand.
Right.
Another Fire Blast. Did you put it there?
I did. So let's go ahead. I think I'm going to use this last Flame Spike now. I'm going to Blazing Tornado. And then I'm going to throw the staff at him. And then I've got another staff I can play next turn, and then it'll just be Fire Blasts all the way down.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking, at least. Under 40, ladies and gentlemen.
That makes sense. Burn him down.
Yep. Take that! I cast my staff at you!
And it turns into fire. Yeah, that imbued fire has helped a lot. For damage
wasn't that the first card I played in the entire game?
No, I think it was the second turn.
So maybe the second turn, okay.
Okay. So yes, the Legacy Ring. And then I'm going to become immune to Toxic first, because he's going to hit me for Toxic right away.
Yeah, so Jean-Marc is being modest. I think that, generally speaking, this is the way that it goes. Jean-Marc goes, I think this would sound cool. He does it, and then Greater Than Games goes, we're not worthy! I think 2 times, I think, they have been like, yeah, that's not quite what we were thinking. One of them, interestingly enough, was in this expansion pack. And we actually ended up sort of reworking it so that they actually realized that, no, actually, that will work. And one was Ambuscade, I believe, was the other. The first run at Ambuscade's theme music was...
No, it was the first at Voss.
Was it the first Voss?
Yeah.
It was one of the ones that we ended up keeping it, and we're going to use it later, but for a different villain.
It was Voss.
Was it Voss? Okay, there you go. It was Voss.
There's actually... The first 2 songs for Voss are not Voss. One of them's Ambuscade, and one of them's going to be Slither.
That was what I was thinking. I knew that Ambuscade was in there somewhere. All right, so let's see here.
All right, we are super immune. He can only hit us with like melee damage now.
Do you want him to not be able to hit us with that either? Because I can hastily augment you, and you could.
I don't think that's.
Don't think that's necessary. All right, then I'm going to.
I mean, you could hastily augment like Ra and have him shoot more fire.
All right, yeah. So I supply crated, and now I'm going to get a second platform bot out. Even though I like having that supply crate to get rid of, I feel like having two platform bots doing tons of damage now is better.
That's better because he is burning down.
Oh, Spite.
10 damage.
Yep. I have never beaten Agent of Gloom Spite. And I don't want to speak I don't want to speak too soon, but it's looking like we could do all right here. We haven't won yet, but Claustrophobic Delusion.
We're not worried about that. There are no other non-hero targets.
Every villain has a theme. Mario, Fnatic, CXV. If you lose to them, you get to hear it, or if you go and listen to it in the multiverse.
All right, so I don't mind taking back a Legacy Ring because I can just play it again.
Okay. And
the Rhapsody of Vigor. I'm not going to use that. I'm going to do another cool stuff. All right, so this doesn't matter. So pick Argent Adept and we'll redirect it. For nothing. And once again, choose for me. And I will take all this damage. Go Legacy. I think we'll be under the 2-hour mark.
Yes, if you really want to hear the original versions, aka the not quite entirely 100% totally finished versions of the music that Jean-Marc just listed, you've got a few more days to do so. I promise you the new versions are better, though.
You need to like explain what you're saying, Jeremy, instead of just randomly saying things.
Okay. I can do that, too. So, who was it that asked that question? Evil Dice Monkey wanted to know, because Jean-Marc mentioned that there are actually new updated versions of music from
Mini Pack 1.
Thank you. Mini Pack 1 are getting updated, and they will ship in the binary update that supports Infernal Relics, which is shipping when, John?
Monday,
July 6th. And so, basically, Evil Dice Monkey asked, we only have a few more days to listen to the original versions. And that is the case, but I promise you, the new versions are better. Bling.
All right, now I can use Inventive Preparation and have someone play a card. Do you have a bot you would like to play? You don't.
Yeah, I don't. Ra, you want a Fire Blast? Or I guess that would be kind of a waste of a thing because it's going to be down by 2. We could Staff of Ra now.
Yeah, why don't you put your Staff of Ra out?
And then that'll give me the boost, and then I don't have to waste that on the next turn. I can just start the Flame Spikes all the way down.
Like that. Doing this is what I love most about Argent Adept is extra card plays, extra power draws are so powerful to get the other team going, the rest of the team going. And it's too bad we weren't able to get that going. I mean, we maybe could have. I don't think we really saw the counterpoint bulwark thing early enough. But it's good that we did see it because we probably would have died if we didn't.
Man, if only this wasn't being down by 2. I mean, that's massive damage, and I just want it to be even more massive.
You could just do the Flame Spike again instead of Fire Blast. Because you have lots of staves to keep playing.
That's true. Although I don't think I have. I don't have any more flame spikes. I think I burned them all. There's one. I just drew one. So there you go. I've got one.
Obviously, you have one.
So if we make it, to the next turn, which I don't think we will, thanks to the platform bots.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna hit Spite.
Yeah, do it, man. I'm probably just gonna skip and let my platform bots go to town.
Oh, wait. I don't want to do that. Go back. He's at 1 health.
I think I'm just going to skip. All right. Yeah. Skip. And Platform Bot brings us home. Goodbye, Agent of Gloom. We didn't even get to see your other side. Yeah, we could have skipped and done the Wrathful Gaze, but...
Actually, we weren't immune to damage anymore. Some of us would have died.
Yeah.
Awesome.
There it is.
Well done, team. That is how you rock Spite Agent of Gloom.
That is
very
definitely
carefully
how you rock Agent of Gloom. Man, I love games like that. It took a long time. It's an hour and 43 minutes, but although technically probably it's closer to like an hour and 20 minutes because we talked and prepped and watched the trailer. So that was cool. All right, well, so there it is, folks. The last of the pre-release previews.
That's right. You've seen everything from Infernal Relics now.
So now you're just there's nothing left to do but buy it.
Not everything, but most of the main things. There's still advanced, and there's still a few little things in there. There's more instruments that are in Adeptes that you haven't heard.
Yep.
More music and stuff. So lots of stuff to look forward to.
Actually, you know what? I'd be willing to do this. Let's go ahead. Since I know that everybody really, really liked Spite's theme, we'll come into the multiverse and we'll let you hear variant Spite's theme. Since we didn't lose to him, we'll let you hear it in here. So you can hear the regular version of it here. Let this play for a second. And now we'll switch to Agent of Gloom. This will make a lot more sense once you've heard Gloomweaver. Oof, so creepy. Estelindus, I wouldn't go to bed just yet, buddy.
Yeah, so some of the people in the chat are talking about, because they're beta testers, they're going to test out some multiplayer. So don't worry, everyone who isn't a beta tester. We are working hard on multiplayer and are planning to get a public beta available soon. So,
indeed,
watch out for that.
So that is going to do it for the chat this evening, or for the stream this evening. But as I promised up front, we are going to do one last thing to send everybody home, which is to let you watch the trailer for Infernal Relics one last time. And then basically I'm just going to sort of let it play, and then we'll turn off the stream right after that. It will go up. So this stream will go up on YouTube tomorrow, and then the trailer itself will probably go up sometime in the next day or two. So you'll be able to watch it unmolested and without having to watch a whole stream as well. So thank you, everybody, for joining us, and we will see you once again next week, July 7th, the day after the big launch.
Have a good night.
Of Infernal Relics. Have a good, wonderful evening.
Centuries ago, Ra, the mighty god of the sun, ruled over the most advanced of peoples. Egypt was the jewel of the world. But in time, a new pantheon of 9 gods arose, seeking to take from Ra what was rightfully his. The combined power of the Ennead was too much for even the god of the sun himself. Centuries passed, and both Ra and the Ennead were lost to history as mere mythology. But those with ill will in their hearts will always feel the draw of the relics of the Ennead. They will become a new Ennead, reborn to make their mark on the world once more. But one man, true of heart, has been drawn to the resting place of the staff of Ra. If he proves strong enough, he will take up the mantle, and with the heroes of this age, this new Ra will bring about an end to the Ennead's new reign. Will you save the world, or will the Ennead gain utter control once again? The truth will be known with the reappearance of the Infernal relics.